Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. How are you guys? We had some technical difficulties over here. You know, it's Monday. I'm not going to even say because it's Monday. It's just that time. Ooh, is all y'all waiting on me? Ooh, looky. Let me go and cut my chat on. All right. The lights had went out, so I was hoping that the internet came back on, but it did not. So I had to go and use my old faithful internet because you know me. I pivoted. I started last week with pivoting. So we're pivoting this month as well. I mean this week as well. So we are going to be talking about some watercolors. Watercolors, and more watercolors. Like, is there such thing as too many watercolors? What you think? What you guys think? All right. Gouache won't be included, but I really still haven't swatched these out. Still have not. So if things seem a little slow, it's because I'm using the old internet. So let me know how things are looking. So hello, let me go down. Hello Dawn, hello Beth, hello Paula K, hello Mr. McCoy. Okay. Everything is probably going to come in a little delayed for me, but I'm not going to stress. There's never, ever too many watercolors. Let's just be clear. And I'm going to try my best to pop as many of them on the desk and not so much as talk about them, but I just wanted to share. These are the latest and the greatest, the newest ones. These are all brand new to the studio, which is Sennelier and the Intense Renaissance that I got. These are Utrecht watercolors. I have Utrecht gouache. These right here, oh, these are the Sennelier. I just put them in the pan, so we already have those in the pan, so that's what those are. And then I still have some that I still have yet to swatch out, which are by Addison and Sedgwick. And then we go over here. We have Winsor & Newton student grade. We have Winsor & Newton professional grade. There is a difference. Winsor & Newton Utrecht. So I need to put those back in here. I took them out for the cruise. Me and my FedEx man are going to have a little rumble in the jungle because he likes to throw my packages in the yard. So I'm going to have to go by, what's that place? Lowe's today to pick up a thing to make for FedEx and UPS. The UPS man will open the gate, kind of slide it in, but the FedEx man will pretty much throw it across the thing, and it's so rude. We have Blick Watercolors. And why am I showing all these watercolors? Hi, Bernadette. Because it's World Watercolor Month. And that's why we get to talk about all these things, right? So, watercolor to me, Karen, you sound tired. I am. And a little frustrated. I think you might hear more of my frustration. And I don't have my voice 100% either. I realized when I was listening to myself from last night when I was on live last night. So we're gonna take care of ourselves because we don't have to get up in the mornings anymore because the family reunion is over with. Those Friday, Saturday, Sunday was pretty much getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, leaving the house at 9 o'clock, getting breakfast, being prepared for whatever was on. Hello, Ivy Pearl. Oh, y'all are in the room today. Thank you. And so My voice is a little not with me. So I think that it is, Dawn. I'm not really tired. I got a good night's sleep last night. Hung out in the studio with my daughter and my granddaughter. My granddaughter was on live the last 2 days. And I told her to give me the first 30 minutes so that I can chat with you guys about what I had scheduled. And then I'm quite sure she'll pop in later. So these are these are Rosa Gallery. I love, love, love them. So Rosa Gallery, got those. I'll try to put them all up here. And then y'all will see why I want to make a palette, a monochromatic. Well, I changed it. It's not going to be, yes it is. It's going to be an all blue palette or either an all green palette. So that I can put all of my colors so I can know which one I like, love, that kind of thing. Because some people I know I love whatever, cerulean blue. And I was like, well, I like blues. But I haven't defined it down to one blue. Okay, these are Mission Granulating Watercolors. Those are beautiful. Who is this? This is Crafty Mo and Emma LaFave. That's the collaboration with them. You can tell I've used a lot of those. Sadly, I fell asleep before last night. Oh, no worries. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I didn't wait till 9 o'clock. I changed it to 8 o'clock. I just didn't want to still be doing stuff with family. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I had time. So I gave myself plenty of time yesterday. Actually, so much time. And we were done. Really, I could have went at 7, but I sat down and rested because I didn't want to be rushed because I got home about, I think, 6. Okay, so there's that. Let's put these palettes on top of each other. This one, for whatever reason, I hear footsteps, so she might be going to run in here. Oh, these are Holbein watercolors. These are Holbein regular colors. So this is a Holbein palette. And then we have the Create Joy that represents the studio, Create Joy Studio, which is, we have 1, 2, 3 brands in here. Roman Smalls are on here, and our Acaros here. These are yummy, yummy, yummy. I had the swatch for these somewhere. I thought I had it. I thought I did. I really thought I did. But they're fun. They're yummy. So we have those. And then we have my ultimate favorite, which is Daniel Smith. Another thing, I need to decide which one do I really, really love out of the greens, the yellows, and the blues. It's the Madder Reds, the monochromatics. Those don't have to be monochromatic. Those will be okay because I know I love all of those because they look good in my flowers. So that's not really, really a hard thing. All right, we have, who is this? We have Dots and Dust. She's going to be represented with these. Then we have, I'm just pulling them off my cart. We have Archer and Olive, which was a hit or miss for me. I don't really use them a lot because they're kind of, I can't describe, even now after 2 years of having them and, going into all the other kind of watercolors, I still can't decide what is it about these that I don't really care for. I like them, but they're just not my go-to palette. So I had to dig deep and pull these out. So that's Archer and Olive. Who else is down here? We have A Gallo, which is in a palette somewhere. Oh wait, where's that box? I know where they are. They're with someone else that I need. I was wiped out this weekend. Didn't even do my daily prompts. Caught up today. Oh, that's cool. Listen, see, that's the thing. At least you knew that you were wiped out. So that's A Gallo, which is, I feel like I'm missing one. Yeah, 6 colors. This is an introductory color. And A Gallo are handmade watercolors from Italy. So green is missing out of that. I have Deep, Deep Light. So I feel like I need to set these up based on handmade and not. But most of my watercolors are handmade, right? So this is this thing. It's like when I say I'm healing one brushstroke at a time, meaning I'm healing with the paintbrush, but I get all these colors. I get to pick a color, and lately I've been working with 3 colors, right? So that I can really, really hone in on what my emotion is, how I feel, and that thing, that kind of thing. I kind of take 10 minutes before I even go into painting. I question what my energy is like, what my mood is like. Am I healing from what maybe I did yesterday? And the main question is, do you have joy? My heart needs to be centered, right? So the question was, do you enjoy the egg yellow? I do. As you can see, I've dug into these, and I put out some fresh ones, but they're in another palette. But yes, I do love egg yellow. I like the way they glide on the paper. Okay, so we have Jasper Stardust, which is, I think, Australian. I think he's in Australia. But these are handmade, and these are some beautiful colors. I like these colors. I absolutely love the Venetian and the Buttercup. Those are my two. Soft coral, I knew I was going to like because why? It's in the pink family. It's just one of those things. So those are those. Oh, and I don't know if I said Deep Deep Light, but Deep Deep Light is another handmade brand that is yummy. So there's that. All right, let's put these in here. Those have magnets on them, so they'll hold on. Let's put that there. These are gouache. We're not doing gouache because I only have Utrecht, Caran d'Ache, Hemi, and gouache. And because we're doing World Watercolor Month, I just wanted to keep it watercolor because I do have a lot of watercolor. So let's close this up because I'm going to pile something on the top of it. So for my main point today is I want you to think about how powerful, how heartfelt and engaging your time. Paula, do you do watercolor? I can't remember. My weekend was pretty busy between the household chores and helping my friend with how did that go? Paula, it looked like you got some stuff done because those cards that you have on Instagram are amazing. I'm just saying. Okay, we got some beam paints. We got Master's Touch. I'm going to just pull out where they are. They're all over here in this tube in their little thing. We have KMS watercolors. Let's pull that down. We have Beam. Love, love, love. Beam is a Canadian brand. Small business that I love. Got these are all that I have. I got some more, but these are the main colors that I was using. And I've been kind of hoarding these. I will say that. But these are fun. All right, so we got Beam, we got KMS. What else in this drawer? Nothing. We have something I haven't even opened up. Grabby. I included them because they were watercolors, but these are supposed to be floral colors. When I opened them up and they looked like this, they did not excite me. They did not make me want to slap some water down, and they did not make me want to slap some paint on paper. And that's probably because in the past, when I've had these kind of watercolors, I just didn't enjoy them, right? It seems like it's mass-produced and they just get put in, and so I haven't done it. I'll probably do it so I can see, because I've had people, the reviews on them were great. But again, as for me in my house, I don't know how that will work for me, because some people like handmade watercolors, some people don't. I don't know. So, all right, let's see what else we got down here. I feel like this is not, we have 30. So I have A Gallo, Rosa Gallery, Blick, Utrecht, Daniel Smith. Oh, Marry Me Blue. Yes, where's Marry Me Blue? Daniel Rowney. Got Daniel Rowney. We got, where's Marry Me Blue? Here's Marry Me Blue. They're in little ones. So these are in little ones that was easy to travel. I have two Marry Me Blues. The color. They're different colors. Oh, that's Dots and Dust. So we'll put that right there. Love Dots and Dust. She's not really making watercolors anymore, but she still has some that's in her shop. Marry Me Blue is beautiful. You can tell I like that because they are half gone. I need to refill them, but I like to make sure it's empty, so I don't go putting stuff on top of them. Okay. All right, so let's go down so I can see. I did, okay, I got Merrimee Blue, did Holbein and Mission are my two granulating, very beautiful granulating watercolors. And Daniel Smith. We can kind of put Daniel Smith in there too. Okay, let me keep up with the chat. It went well. A whole lot of... Oh, what is that? But it was fun to catch up with her. The junk watch. Oh, cool. All right. Ivory Pearl says, I'm new to watercolor. I have almost all Daniel Smith with a few Winsor New Professional and a few Holbeins. Oh, no, oh man, you got some good ones to start out for somebody who is new to watercolor. I would suggest telling people to just start out with the top, but I also tell people to get you some maybe lower end so you know the difference. That's why I'm kind of glad I started out with all of the, like I have still some Master's Touch, which is Hobby Lobby's brand, and it's okay, but it's not my go-to. So these are Della Magna's still handmade watercolors. So we've already done Della Magna, but that lets you know how many I got of them. What's this? Oh, these are some. This is what I do with them when they don't pour in the pan right. I dump them in here. So these finally have dried. And I can't even remember who they were. That's a shame. So, and then my little Daniel Smith palette that I've already dismantled. It pretty much had green, yellow, and a pink in there. This was my, throw it in my pocket with some paper, and it worked out. I do throw my, I want to carve out some time this weekend to make more cards and do some homework for a card making class I signed up for on July 26th. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's go down the list, and then that way that can tell me. PW, oh, I don't have them. Where are they? They're in a box. All right, where are you? PWC is a, oh, there they go. It's a brand that I don't know where they are in there. I got the core set, the color mixing set, and they are called Permanent Professional PWC. What would PWC stood for? Premium Watercolor. I think that's what it is. It just got PWC. There's my glasses just to make sure. So, did everybody have a great? Paula said she did her thing. Dawn, what'd you do? Did I miss what you did this weekend? I was wiped out. Didn't even do daily prompts. So, Dawn resting. Sally Phil said, okay, yeah. All right. I love the pink hugs. Bernadette, what'd y'all do this weekend? All right, what are these? Oh, see, I knew these were Shinhan. PWC is Shinhan. That's why I had it on there and then I marked it out, which is fine because they're one and the same. So these are Shinhans. And now let me talk a little bit about these. These I was inspired by Emma LaFave. And she put these down and she did some mixing with these. So it's a core set. So it's the main colors, your red, your yellow, your green, your blues, your brown. And this is a violet color. So again, like we started out, I think last week talking about mixing colors. This is another good set of mixing colors. Oh, Dawn, you hosted a day. Nice. And you did all the cooking? Or did the Mr. help with cooking? So I didn't put the link for these down. I can't remember if I got them from Blick or where. I can't remember. I relaxed and got my hair twisted. Nice. Was the weather bad, Bernadette? I couldn't ask Portia because Portia was here. So I didn't really pay attention to the weather. Koi I'm not happy with. And I don't know if it's because I've gotten to like creamy colors. But I can show you this palette. And, again, as for me and my studio, this is how I feel. These are not reviews by any way. The title of this live for today was, do you have enough watercolors? That's just it. Like, how many watercolors is too much? And so I haven't gotten to the answer to that. because I'm steady. If I find one, if I see one, if someone encourages me to kind of like get a new one, then I'm going to be like, oh, okay, let's try it out. Right? So that's just where we are right now. And watercolors are making me happy. That's the other thing. Watercolors make me happy. So, okay. So at this point, if you're a team replay and you're here and you're watching and you have not subscribed to the channel and you're here, you've been here every day. We're on day 14 of World Watercolor Month. On day 14, we're talking about stretch. Again, these are prompts that are just prompts. When you hear the word stretch, does it make you want to slap some paint on some paper in some kind of way that represents stretch? I don't know. I'm going to check out World Watercolor, hashtag World Watercolor Month, and see what people put down for stretch. I don't know. I didn't get anything for it. Like, I did get something for cavern. Cavern was kind of like we were in Bermuda. We went literally down the underground and was under like a underground cavern that was water. It was a cave. So cavern, that's what that kind of reminded me of. Rumble wasn't too much. So that was the weekend. The 11th, 12th, and the 13th were the weekend. Spicy. I liked what Dawn used. She picked some peppers on the 11th, and then that was her version of spicy. So, but today's World Watercolor Month prompt is stretch. Interesting. So I've kind of looked over some of these other ones, and I think the only one I'm kind of excited to get to again is going to be avocado. Some of these other ones, it just makes me want to maybe draw somebody stretching. I don't know. Oh, stretch. Oh, a rubber band. There you go. See? Yes, that's good. Yes, stretching my colors, LOL, by mixing. No, it was a nice day, but evening showers. Yeah, we got that 3 o'clock time. That's just it. Okay, so that's it. But if you have been showing up for World Watercolor Month, hanging out with me, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification all, because there will be some times that I possibly go live that I'm not in the studio, right? And you get to like center yourself. You get to like kind of have fun. So I'm inviting you to do something radical in this kind of loud, demanding, always moving world. Take a pause. Slap some paint on some paper. Literally slap. Right? Set up some space for yourself. L, load up with some color. A is act or activate your joy so that you feel good about yourself. And P, pause for some self-care. Remember, we can't pour from empty cups. I had a situation, I had something that kind of like upset me. Wednesday, Thursday, my niece had called and she was telling me about a situation that we share this business venture partner with. And I was just like, I didn't like it. And I was just like, you know what, during this time, I guess everybody is taking a hit in life. So that's why I'm inviting you to do something radical in this demanding world. It's ever moving and there's nothing we can do. We can't stop it. Right? So kind of just like take out time for yourself. It's not selfishness. It's a sacred time for you. It's your reset button, right? 10 minutes with a brush and some paper or a pen. Like if you're not into watercolor, you can get a pen, a pencil, so that you can calm the chaos. All the chaos, whenever it does come in my life, that's what I did Monday and Tuesday. And then I walked away with my car being fixed. Everything was fine. But it still was a very, very... Not Monday, Tuesday. I feel like it was Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday. Yeah, it was pretty rough, right before the family reunion. But I gave myself permission to rest. I gave myself permission to heal. And I gave myself permission to play. Even during the family reunion, I still showed up. Not so much for YouTube, but I showed up for me. Because I knew possibly it was going to be a time that I was like, okay, well, good gracious alive. Paint. Hang out with you guys. Because it mattered. And you know who else matters? I matter. So if you're saying I deserve joy, I deserve a space to breathe, this month is the month. It's Christmas in July for me. You get to see all these watercolors but I wasn't happy with this one. Was not. It cracked up. I've never seen, like literally it cracked up. Never seen watercolor. It broke. And now that I'm here, have it out, let's do something. Let's, where's my water? Let's spray it down. It's some pretty colors. Now don't get me wrong. It's some very, very beautiful colors. So when you put it down, it just reminds me of an introductory palette. So it reminds me, and it might be, I'm not sure. Let's do this. Again, these are not reviews. I am not here to tell you to get. But if anything that I see, that I show that you know, got questions, I can give you my humble opinion. As for me and my studio, this is how I feel. So this is what the box looks like. It's fine quality watercolors, is what the box says. And transparent opaque effects available for smooth, perfect for smooth gradation, blending, and mixing. I haven't done anything other than slap some paint on some paper, made some flowers. Kinda was like, okay. So that's what they look like. They're grown tubes, and the colors are definitely the colors that are on it. So, but it's another one of those things that maybe I need to give it another chance. So we're going to wake it up. And so if it's something that you want to see, put in the chat. Put in the chat if there's one that you want to see and one that you don't want, or whatever. Like if it's something you've already seen, you already have, and you're just like, I don't need to see that, I got that. Okay? So, but I'm giving you permission to rest, giving you permission to heal, giving you permission to play. And most of all, I'm giving you permission to show up for yourself, because you matter. That's what I've learned, like not just this past weekend, but just in life, period, that I do matter, and how I feel is important to me. Not so much for anyone else. So we're gonna have, I want to remind you of the slap method. This is the method that we're going to be using. Not so much as in just because it's July, it's World Watercolor Month, but every single day. I want you to build a habit and have a new mindset. So the slap method can kind of do that. SLAP. You have space, load, activate, act or activate, and pause. You can use them however you want, but it's the beginning of what? Slapping paint on paper, so that we can do what? Heal one brush stroke at a time. All right, let's make sure I got them all. Got Koi, Della Magna, Ikora, Roman, yes. Master's Touch, Windsor Newson. Oh, Kiritake is not over here. Kiritake. Stardust, Daniel. We did Daniel Rowney. KMS, Archer Olive, Beam, Deep Light, Grabby, Schminka, Karen Dosh. Karen Dosh is kind of, it's not watercolor, it's a gouache, but it's still kind of on there. Sennelier, Renaissance, which is the handmade ones that we did those. Where, oh, these guys, right? Addison and Sedgwick, which are these, which we have not done. Maybe we'll get to those. And the Crafty Mo, Emma LaFave. So, okay, we have 30. I've shown you 30 watercolors. And I have used all of them except for 2 that I mentioned. No 3. So I mentioned Karen Dosh. I mentioned Grab. New one that I got from Kira. Is that where these were from? Yeah, Kira and Addison and Sedgwick. And I haven't opened them up because, again, I was gone, and I just didn't want to start. I did squash some of the other ones, so we'll do that. And these are, I love this tin. Oh, I love this tin. Love it. Look at it. Look at those colors. Don't they look good? Oh, and guys, y'all remember when we had those 2? Oh, let's make sure this on Do Not Disturb. Yes, it is. Okay, because it'll knock us off the internet. Hold on. We had 2 problem tubes. And we had an expert on the line, and she told us what to do, and we did it, and it worked. It did work. So I opened them up. I had them on a hook. All right, guys, let's move y'all out of the way. Oh, Dawn said all of them? Okay. You know, I ain't got no problem with slapping some paint on some paper. And don't. And don't. Look, we'll leave them. We'll leave them, and we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And everybody else that can't, just, we'll see how many we can get to in the next 30 minutes. All right, let's put these over here. I feel like those are somewhere. Okay, but these Mission, gotta water them down so they can have time to wake up. They be sleep. I probably should have did the bigger pan that has the palette. Duh. All right. Rosa Gallery, Daniel Smith, and Emma LaFave. Those I've been using all along. We'll sit those over there. We'll sit these over here. Okay, but these, we'll start out with these, then we'll go with Koi so you can see how they kind of react. Now I need my papers. I had cut these up because I've lost my tube thing. But these did good. They did good. Di had said, shake them up. Make sure the binder, because we needed the binder. What's that stuff called? The binder to get mixed back up with the pigment, because the pigment and the binder needed each other. It was not going to work well without each other. So they did good. And where is my palette? Look, see, it's already wanting to come out. It's like, I'm ready to show up. And there we go. It is not gummy. It's not liquidy coming out first. It is back together. And what I did was squoze it, top, bottom, and then hung it over on my little hook on my wall and hung it up so that everything could go down. So that did work, just holding it upright. And that was the Kohl's paints. These are the ones that smelled like licorice. They are a little gritty, but again, they are because it's the recipe and the binder that they use. After Di said what she said on the live, I was just like, oh yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's get us some clean water. And wake it, wakey, wakey. You know, you got to wake it up, wake it up. So this week I have a lot going on because remember the first part of the end of June, the beginning of January, January. The end of June and the beginning of July, I pretty much was, I was on vacation and then I came back. We had the family reunion. So I kind of have not really been in the studio doing a whole lot except for making sure that I show up every day for World Watercolor Month. World Watercolor Month. Say that 10 times. But it's together. So it worked out. So if you ever have watercolors in a tube and you're like, oh my God, the binder is coming out. That Arabic binder is coming out, or we don't know what kind of binder they do use. Squeeze it together, squeeze the tube together, shake it up real good, mix it up, and then stand it up, or like this. Make sure you stand it up so that way everything can kind of go down. Because when no telling how long they've been maybe in the tubes, not sure. Or maybe sometimes you get them from the warehouse and they're not, not good. Is that going to work for me? Yeah, I think that works. Kind of don't like it like this. I'll be wanting it to. We're going to go with it. We're not going to stress. But, so you see, it did a whole lot better. Whole lot better. And that color is opal red. So it has, you can tell it's got some brown in it and some yellow. The pigments are they in here? Nope. I got it somewhere, but remember, those things aren't good. So, and the other one is opal green, because remember, I'm trying to get the colors. Greens are definitely one of my faves. Mix this one up. And if y'all could smell them, they literally smell like licorice. This one smells like licorice. No, both. They both smell like licorice. Which is the these KMS watercolors. when I open up this box, they smell like licorice. So whatever binder they using and Coles, whatever this brand was, they no eating the paints. Okay, let's put this one there. Now this is a light green. It's not really a dark green. So because I like, this one is almost like an olive green. And because I like a lot of dark green, I would probably add something to it. But those two are the only two out of the ones I got last week that I couldn't swatch because we had that mishap. Oh, it's a little warm in here. Let's cut the... It's 90, I think 96, 97 outside. Does anise oil smell like licorice? I mean, if it is, that's good to know. Definitely good to know. You know, we like learning new things. Dots and Dust, since we're swatching. So Dots and Dust, this one was called Elementary, My Dear. And I've been hoarding this palette because why? She doesn't make them anymore. Look at that green. It's like a it's called, do I have them in here right? Because her colors aren't called like colors. They're called Anise Tastes and Smells Like Black Licorice. But that must be what it is, because it definitely smells like black licorice. That would be the color. That black licorice, or either the purple one, which probably has black in it. So these are good. Interesting though, you know, because I'm not into doing mixing no watercolors. I'll support a business all day, especially small business colors. And if I get them and I like them, I will definitely let people know about them. That's pretty. So this color kind of looks a little bit like this. It's a little redder. Now, Dawn, you said it tastes and smells. So does that mean you've tasted it? Is that what you're trying to say? This Recess Rebel, I used the heck out of it. And it's almost gone. Like you can look, I'm digging in the palette. So I want you to see how pretty. It reminds me of a quinacridone rose. So there's that. So this one makes a pretty flower, a pretty rose. And the other ones are just pretty much the basics, the reds, I mean the greens. Okay, where's my paper towel? I cleaned my desk off last night too, guys. That's another thing. Y'all know how it is when you clean your desk off. Okay. If Beth, are you still here? Because I know the other day you weren't feeling good. Are you feeling better? By the time I did come on here and go live, I got your message in the chat. And I was like, oh, hope she feels better. And the other thing I missed is, like, on the weekends, I only had time to do my live. So I'll be on team replay on a lot of lives. Okay, that one is pretty. That's another green. So I like, this is Jungle Gym. So I like that green. This one has 3 greens in it. Cool. Let's mix that. Look at that. PSA, do not eat your definitely will not. I don't even think they smell, but they do smell good enough that makes you want to chomp into it and be like, oh my God, how would that taste? I can see it, but no. So that's elementary. These are Dots and Dust, so I can put the name because I wasn't putting the name of all of them, but we'll put the brand, Dots and Dust. And you can find her on Instagram, Dots and Dust, just like it sounds, or dotsanddust.com. But and she's the one that's in my mishaps. She has mishaps for like when she made watercolors, and they, didn't come out like they were, either the pan didn't fill up, they cracked. But she sold them at mishaps, and so I was just like, oh well, let's get me some colors. So I got these 7. This one filled up fast, I guess, but it's pretty. So those are pretty. Let's check out. Let's put this color down. Make it. I'm so sick. Oh, Beth. I hate being sick. Well, I'm glad you're here. So I take it you're just laying down, which is probably what you need to be doing. Is Sophie taking care of you? I'm glad you still have your sense. Yes, right? She does have her sense of humor. So, hi, Maddie. How are you? Okay, so let's this one. So you can tell when she put them in the pan, if they didn't do whatever she wanted, because you can see from the way she sends the other pans. So that's why she called them mishaps. And I was like, well, hey, they are very good to me. And you get them at a discount. So, and I've had all of her colors, so I know that they show up great. And these still perform amazing. That feels really good going down on that paper. And we did that green because that's that one. And this one has a little shimmer to it. So if you like shimmer. Hi, Sketches and Scrubs. How are you? Well, thank you for dropping in. Listen, I got my Happy Mail. Look, I have not been in Discord to tell you that I got my Happy Mail. I got it Saturday. And I've been at a family reunion all weekend. And so was telling Derwood last night on the live. I was like, I haven't been in Discord. So I know it's going to send me a whole bunch of... I got a whole bunch to catch up on. He was just like, get you some coffee and just sit down and just scroll. So, but Sketches and Scrubs is the one I was telling you guys that I'm in her Happy Mail thing, Happy Mail tier. And this was the Happy Mail, the gold mission. It's Mission Two-Tone Gold Tourmaline Watercolors, Granulating Watercolors that I already have played with and all the things. So Sketches, what I'm going to do is bless someone with these so that they can play in them, because where is it? I just showed they're one of my 30 brands that I have. So Sketches, tell me, how many watercolors do you have? Because my husband says I have too many. So do you know how many brands that you have? Oh, the family reunion went very well. My grandma, which was the oldest, she's 98. So she was very, very, very pleased and happy. It was her dad's side of the family. So these are my two-tone, my Mission Gold Tourmaline. These are they. So we wet them because we were going to slap them down on some paper. And let's see how they turn out, because I love these. Love. I was one of the people that just couldn't wait. I got them straight on from Japan, and yes, I paid the price for them. They are the most that I've paid for watercolors. It would be those Mission. But let me show you what the other selling factor was. Y'all already, when you see it, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I see. That's for you. Was this not for me? Was this not for me? Okay, we're done with Dots and Dust. But these are the Dots and Dust. No pressure, Discord. We're here when you're ready. Yeah, I'll be trying to keep up, though. I don't be wanting to be behind. And then I was on a cruise, so I feel like I've been gone for 2 weeks. Which brand are you featuring today? So, Maddie, I asked people to vote in the chat which one they wanted to see out of all the ones that I've shown. I showed all 30, right? Dawn told me all of them. I said, well, we'll just keep swatching until there's nobody on the live, I guess, or I don't want to swatch no more. And I have all of these little thingies, but these are Dots and Dust handmade watercolors. And honestly, I don't know how many. Last time I counted, it was 23. Well, I have 30. I showed 30 brands today. I wrote them all down. Now what I'm going to do next is take them and categorize them by handmade watercolors and granulating. I only have, well, I don't really include Daniel Smith because all of them mix together. But Holbein and Mission are my granulating. And Mission, like I said, is my jam. So that's Dots and Dust. But look at this. It's purple. Purple. But hold on. I ain't done. I'm not done. Look at that. Doesn't that just look like something that you needed in? Like, I need it. We're not going to talk about you. I need it. And I love these tubes. The tubes, they had purple on them. The inside was purple. It was just amazing. Amazing. So that's not the reason I bought the set. I bought the set because I saw Opal and Mint. She swatched them. And then when she put them puppies down on that paper, I said, oh, I got to do that. I got to see that for myself. It just wasn't enough to see it. And then when she showed the box, I was like, oh, I need it. Look at that box. It's purple. And you saw how fast I got it. It stays very, very prevalent in like preview. You can see it. You can see it. Okay. So, okay, I may have 5 tops. I'm going to get, okay, Maddie says, then rate your favorites. Y'all know when it comes to, so I think Maddie, you just said, am I going to swatch them all and then rate my favorites? You know, handmade watercolors are always going to be my favorites. And I already know which one is my favorite based on whether it's handmade watercolors or not. Oh, and Sketches and Scrubs is the reason I bought these, so she can say it very well, Sennelier, because I needed to try these. So I tried them. I'm trying them in greens and blues because I'm trying to figure out what's my favorite blue, what's my favorite green, because I don't know. And I can tell you, to let you know, Maddie, right now, the bottom of the list, I already know that, is these. Koi, I just didn't like the way they perform, like the way, like even now I tried to wake them up and they just like, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to be part of the show. You know, so I slapped water in there and they didn't. But since we got them right here, let's go on and slap them down. Since it's World Watercolor Month, I'm giving everybody a show, a favorite for each category. Absolutely. I can tell you that for my handmade watercolors, I can already tell you it's Della Magna. That Italian, the one I got from Italy, it's hands down. I love that. It sprays, it's like butter. It's like butter on toast that is just popped up out of the toaster. It slides down on that paper. Oh my God, I love it. But Maddie, I will give somebody else another chance because here's what I haven't done. I haven't done this all at one sitting. So, and it would be good to do it all in one sitting and kind of talk through it as they go on the paper. This paper is cotton paper. You know, some of them I've done on, you know, different kind of paper. So maybe I'll give somebody else. Don't have the koi, so I guess I'll keep it that way. Yeah, it's I got it from Michael's. Michael's had it on sale, and I don't know. They have, it's a, where's that box? I want to say it's a Japanese Sakura. That's what it is. And the box was so, it just was, you know, captivating. And I had some points that I needed to use, you know, for them. And I got these. Like they weren't inexpensive either. So I can't say that they were cheap. You all know I try not to use that word, so I can't say that. They were upwards of $25. I think they were more than that actually, but I got for somebody else. But I had $15 off, and then I had my military discount, and then you know my teacher thing. So they weren't cheap. So Dura really likes them too. Oh, I love Della Magna. Della Magna is in my signature palette for Create Joy Studio. They show out. Did I do that one already? I feel like I did that one already. Love it. I love Della Magna. They just, I don't know. I need to find some words, and I need to go on Chat GPT and be like, can you give me some very, very if that makes sense. I'm contemplating adding some Holbein. Okay, well, Maddie, let me ask you this question. What will make you get some Holbein? Would you like to try some Holbein first? Like, what will make you just go on and jump on over there? Because I know we were on a no spin. So what will make you jump on over there? Because you know the reason I like tubes is because I like to give people a try it before you buy it kind of thing. That's what Sketches did for me with those daggum Rosa Gallery. Now Rosa Gallery is number 2 on my list. Because those, I had to have all of these. Sure did. Those Rosa Galleries are amazing. And I put them in my cart, and my daughter bought them for me for Mother's Day. Okay, so let's talk about these. See, they're going down on this paper, and get off. It's not bad, but it's just compared to some others, it's just not great. No, that's not the color. Don't mix that. Let's see. Let's do green, and then they just feel so funky on my brush. So let's slide that down. See? Look at it. Look at it. So let's take some of the water off. Go back in with just get pigment and just ride it down. See? It's like let's see. What is it? Kind of when it goes down, it's maybe it's the binder. Sometimes I don't want my petals to be, looking wonky, and these look like, even right here on this tube, it just looks like it's trying to wake up. I don't know. I can't put words to it. Let's put it this way. I just don't like it. That's it. It's not my fan, but I haven't gotten rid of them. They're not so bad that I want to give them away. Let's put it that way. I saw a tube set of 12 Holbein for, let's put it that way. I saw a tube set of 12 Holbein for what looked like a great deal. Are they granulating? See, there it is again. So I'm almost thinking it's the binder, because it almost looks like it wants to think about going on the paper, and then I have to rub it, and then it starts blending together. I don't know. We'll do something. We'll do something. We're not discarding it. It is still part of the Slap and Paint on Paper club. It still is. So, and I want to say I have my country internet, so I'm not sure how things are working out over here with my country internet. So you guys let me know if things start buffering and start doing some things. I hate for, you to be sitting out here and it's not doing its thing. My real fiber optic internet, whatever, something happened. The lights went off early today and the internet just didn't come back on by the time I started doing the live. So not sure how things are showing up, but where I got my comments, I just saw it kind of caught up. So just let me know how things are. And I don't know why it did what it did today. I'm not sure, but I was just like, Lord, can you let the lights come back on before the live? Let's do a red. And we're going to mix it up really, really good. See, it just mix it up. Okay. And slap it down. See? That one's doing the same thing. And I didn't want to put too much water on it. I wanted to give it time to show up. But here's my point with the colors are on point. The colors are very, very vibrant, right? So it probably use it to mix or whatever. So I probably could. But for me, with my watercolors, the way I like to do my watercolors with my florals, this just didn't pass my flower test. This will probably be great for landscaping, which I very rarely do. But for my flowers, the way this is kind of doing, and once it dries, you'll see. So let me put the name of this one on there. It's KOI. I'm glad I cut those up, but yeah, it probably is. See, that's gonna be the thing that's gonna just like tick me off. And it's on my HughesNet. I don't even know if my P River is back on. So it's not just you, Maddie. I'm quite sure, because on my phone it was me as well. So let me see something. Let me see something without having to and then the other thing is, I don't even know if I can switch it over. But if it's on, I don't know if I can switch it over. Oh, that looks like it might be on. So let's see. Maybe it is. Okay, let's see. Y'all, if I lose you, just come back to me. I'm here. Dropped everybody off. Hopefully everybody pop back in. It's the internet. It's the world of life. Life with the internet. Okay. Nope, it was me. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully everybody else is back. Okay. Somebody, if you're here, comment in the chat. Okay, there we go. We're good. All right, Beth says you're okay. I switched over because that meant the internet is back, so I should be great. We should be moving right along. Okay. It's good here on my end. Okay, so it was me because remember, y'all remember Life Before Fiber Optics. I had Life Before Fiber Optic was I would have to put the thing out and say, hey, country internet, because it would just be. But on the replay, it didn't do it on the replay, which was always the crazy thing for me. All right, now I'm going to do the missions. I'm going to do mission, but I'm not going to do missions on these because mission two-tone granulating, they need some room to show out. And I would have to say out of my granulating paints, hey girl, hey girl. Yeah, it wasn't clear a few minutes ago. It was wonky. The lights went out, the internet went out. It was just, hey, y'all know what I tell y'all over here, right? This is how we pivot. We don't worry about it. We don't stress. We just be like, okay, hold on. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then we come back, slap some paint on some paper, and create some more joy. That's it. We will not let life hinder us in no way, shape, form, or fashion. And won't. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Cheryl was hanging out with me last night. Durwood was hanging out. Di popped in. My granddaughter basically talked Di up. She's like, wait, is she not on because it's daytime? I mean, it's nighttime where she is? I was like, no, it's actually daytime, so she might not be here because she's doing something. And time we got finished, like talking about her, Di popped up. Like the messy palette popped up. And Azalea was just like, oh, well, hello there, If she pops in here, I can tell, I hear the noise. She's in there playing with Boaz. So that was her main reason for hanging out at my house, was to play with the dogs. So she might pop in and she might not. She's like, you need 30 minutes, right? I said, yeah, just give me about 30 minutes. So it's been longer than 30 minutes, and I still hear her lollygagging along with the dog. And I thought Sarah, my cousin Sarah, is in town, because y'all know the chef Sarah. She's my cousin, so she came down from Chicago for the family reunion. All right, let's get these all the way down. We're gonna let them show out, because these and the purple, y'all saw I had to go for that one first. These things are amazing. But she stayed home, or stayed at the hotel, so hopefully maybe we'll pop up later. Maybe. Maddie, I don't own any. What did I miss? Did I miss something? Oh, it's given 4K? Yeah, that is what that P River does. P River is amazing. So now that we're back, not sure if I should add Holbein. Anyone have opinions on Holbein? Y'all want to give her some opinions on Holbein? I love Holbein. I'll do Holbein next. Holbein is right here. This is what Holbein looks in my, oh, it don't want to open up. It's not the Holbein, it's the palette. So these are Holbein colors, but these are the Holbein granulating. They even look yummy in the thing. So we'll go on and wake them up now, because they're on next. You're on deck next, so sit there and wake up. Got to wake up the watercolors. All right, and I'm not going to swatch all 34 or 24, 34 of these granulatings. I'm going to pick out the ones that show out greatly, like for me, that I like. Milky Way was another one. Ooh, I ain't got my cheat sheet. Ooh, not down there. I know it wasn't down there. It was about right up in here. About maybe right there. Let's see what that one is. Nope, that's a green. And you know, some colors are just granulating anyway. But these are like this two-tone, the tourmaline, whatever it is. And I'll try to link that video to when I talked about them, when I got them. That was earlier this year. They just, it's amazing. It made me go out and create some watercolors with something that I had in my yard with some walnuts and some other stuff. Look at that. Oh, now you're gonna have to watch it because it's gonna blow your mind. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be your fault when I buy watercolors. Hey, Cheryl, it's World Watercolor Month. This is a perfect time to be influenced, or to be not. I don't like the word that other word. I like to inspire. If I inspire you to want to slap some paint on some paper, hey, create joy. That's what I'm here for. That's what I want. And that is my game plan. But mine is not so much for you to collect it. I do not want you to collect watercolors. This is why I decided, since it's World Watercolor Month, to take all of my watercolors, pull them all out, and let y'all meet them. Especially if you're new to my channel and you're just like, wait, watercolors? Well, how many you got? It's to show you just how many I have. Did I pick up? No, that's not the same color. But I want them to kind of show up. And once these dry, you're going to see, like when you're adding them down. That's the fun thing about granulating. Now, I will tell you, I have been using water-based ink. Oh, don't even talk about that. I use water-based ink, but I stopped using it after I start collecting watercolors. Granulating watercolors make me feel like I can landscape. That's how good they show up in landscape. I take it and take that brush and slap that paint on the paper, and by the time I finish, I'll be like, ooh, I did that? You know, I'm not a landscaper, but the prompts, because Sketches is doing a thing for World Watercolor Month, and her prompts are kind of making me want to do some of the things and then some of it. So I'm going to sit down and catch up because, like I said, this last week has been rough. Not rough, but just busy. Look at that. Okay, I think I want to do one more color. Let's do, I think this is it. This has got some yellow in it. Oh, I hear feet. She might come and make an appearance. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's drag it. Put some more water in there. Drag it. So when you get it and you look at it, it has colors. The colors that it's in it, it doesn't look nothing. So it looks like right here, you get to see this one. And it looks like it's yellow, but then when you put it on the paper, it looks another color. And then once it dries, like it looks like some olive green. It just shows up great. LOL, I'm embarrassed at how many I already have. But Karen, you have inspired me to play with them. Yes, pull them out and let's play. Like literally, you don't even have to have anything planned, right? Maddie, I give you permission to pull them all out on your desk, open them up, and go pan by pan. And if you need, like, draw your little tubes. Maddie, are you good at drawing? I'm not drawing. Y'all know I bought that thing from Christy Rice because I wanted my tubes. But even if that's not big enough, get your just piece of paper and just slap it. But look how this is. Look at that. These granulating watercolors are awesome. And they're gonna, the more they dry, the more they show out. I counted LOL brands, 23 watercolor brands. Really? I just really thought you would have had more than that. See, and the reason I got so many is because I got the little ones that I would go and order, like deep light, because I want to see what they're all about. Jasper, Stardust, but I still had to count them. So, bad at drawing, but I swatch everything. Yes, I swatched it. I got the swatch. So, I think look, you need a permission slip, Maddie? I'll pull out the permission slips and give you a permission slip. But look at that. And y'all know this is that paper that I got from Michael's. I'm assuming Fabriano didn't want to do Michael's anymore because they're now partnered with Hobby Lobby with the Fabriano paper. Remember, guys, I told you that Fabriano, made in Italy, is now selling. They're partnered with with Hobby Lobby, and this paper is yummy. I don't have that many handmade watercolors. Oh, I love handmade watercolors. And so, and I still don't have all of the watercolors probably that you have. Like, I'm missing a couple of that you called out. Like, I bought some Sminka, I think that's it. They're in our, they're in our basket, our little thingy. So they're to be Schminka. Got a blue one, and then I think I got a green one. So they're in there, but that one is still turning out. They're drying. But y'all remember, I tell you to let the watercolors show up. Like, put it down. Don't expect too much out of it right then. Give it time, and then it'll show out for you. Like, these colors are yummy. I feel like I'm going to waste some paper, but I'm going to put Holbein on the bottom. I'm not going to do all of them because I will get too excited and I won't continue swatching. But these are amazing. So we're going to put Mission right here. And then Holbein is going to go down here. And that's where it is. All right. And they are ready. Y'all know that's another thing that I like about my watercolors. I don't like to be waiting. Once I wet you, I want you to be ready to be slapped on some paper. So we're going to go and do, of course, we got to start with the purples. Let's see. Oh, yes. Look how yummy that is. Yum, yum, yummy. All right. Go down. There we go. Fun, fun, fun. This one does good with flowers, I think, but maybe it's like 600. I was scared to do a full inventory. That's a lot of watercolors. Now, Mr. McCoy. So sketches, this is my husband, McCoy Roddy's. Everybody that's new to the channel, McCoy Roddy's is our business page for our Rottweilers. So he's on the live with the Rottweilers. He says I have too many. So now that you see how many I possibly could have, you'll just appreciate what I do have. How about that? I mean, I think it's a hobby that is better than my handbags and my shoes. Now, my handbags and my shoes, when I had that hobby, like, I needed to go to Paris all the time to get handbags and shoes. So I think it's kind of, I done calmed down. I think this little habit, I think it's a little cheaper. I think so. But I do want to go to Italy so I can go to the Fabriano to get my paper from them. I do want to go to Italy and get some more, because watching Sketches do do the art show of all the things, it was just like, oh my God, I would have came home broke. Like broke. They would have been like, I'd have been like, I don't have no money for the cab to get back to the airport. Can somebody like help me back to the airport? I don't think Roman Smalls are handmade. I think they're a small business. Yeah, so they are, but I thought, so they're not handmade? I thought they were. But you, Karen, Sketches use and enjoy your watercolors. Right. Well, Maddie, you already know. I have to keep my mind sane. And I can say the watercolors gives me joy. So it is so soulful and inspiring for me. Like, it is. It is the one thing that I can say by the time I get finished slapping paint on paper and hanging out with you guys, I feel so much better. Even if I woke up feeling bad, having a bad thought about my son or my daughter, by the time I finish opening up one of these palettes or pulling out something or hanging out here chatting with you guys, or even being on a team replay with somebody else's, because y'all, the other thing is Sketches is in the UK, so a lot of times I miss her lives or our Zooms, so I'll have to watch it on what we call team replay. And yeah, so I have to admit, Maddie, it is the thing that brings me a whole lot of joy. Between that and mowing the ranch. So I don't like fine cars no more. I don't even care about the houses no more. I just care about my watercolors. Because that's what my daughter this weekend, she's like, oh, now that's my mama. Because I've shown up. Like, it's okay. My bad, part handmade. Okay, yeah. So he is. I can't remember how I got to. Oh no, I ordered something off of Jackson, and Jackson sent me a sample. Look at that. Do y'all see that? I don't know if you can see. Let me put two more down, and I'll lift it up. And Jackson sent me a Roman Smalls sample, and I fell in love then. I was just like, oh, I went and read read up on it. I was like, oh, a small business. Oh, cool. Now, when we lived in Germany, they probably would have told my husband, look, we can't pack all this stuff. Like, you're going to have to pay for some of this shipping. Because I would have had all kind of watercolor paper, all the things. I didn't have this, we're going to call it hobby, when we lived in Germany. Like, I would have came back with all the watercolors. I'm just saying. So now I feel I need to go back over there and be like, hey, girls, I'm coming over. Let's hang out. Well, where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, we're just going looking for all the watercolor spots. That's it. Wait, we're not doing that. We're not going shopping. We're going shopping. Y'all go shopping. I want to go find all the watercolors, especially the Germans. Now that I know what it was in the stores, I didn't care about it when I was there. But now, oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh, this is another one of my favorite, the blues. Look at this. Oh, so fun. I used to be a shoe and henna girl, but no more, just craft supplies. Yes. If I were to buy one set of watercolors, what should I get? Let's see. Oh, Cheryl, that would be a hard question. Let me think about it. You guys, if y'all want to answer Cheryl, if she were to buy one set of watercolors, what should she get? I feel like I want to say Rosa Gallery. That's one that I want to say, Rosa Gallery. I love Rosa Gallery. I love A Gallo, but one's handmade and one's not. So I would just have to say, in my humble opinion, I think it's a personal choice too, Cheryl. Like, I can tell you Rosa Gallery, and I'm also a water tube girl. I really don't like buying pans. And for that reason being, it's more so because I like to share. I like people to, for my program, Renew Your Joy, if they have never used watercolor, I like to send them watercolors so that they can try it. And then if they don't like it, then it's like, okay, well, we'll need to find something else so we can do the roadmap to your healing journey. So it's a little personal. Now, some things, when I see some people slapping some paint on some paper, like when I saw Opal and Met slapping down the mission, it wasn't that she did it. It was that the way she talked about it and the way it looked on the paper, I needed to feel it for myself, right? And then the Holbein, she did Holbein. Like, look at this one. I don't even know if you guys can see the granulations, how it's showing up in these Holbeins. Now, these Holbeins, I would tell you, these two right here, Mission and Holbein, I can't say anything bad about either one of them. It's a personal preference. And it comes down to what you want to spend. So there's a lot of factors that factor into, getting these. I didn't want the one or two brands for Mission. I wanted all of them. I wanted to be able to slap all of them on some paper. And my book, okay, I've done those. But the thing, let's see, here's the, where is it in here? See, those are Blick. I like those. Cheryl, if you can go to Blick, get you some. There's a link in the description box below. Blick is not doing their watercolors anymore because they're referencing you to go to Utrecht, right? And they're only like $4, between $4 to $6, depending on what color you pick. These things are yummy. I love them. But I had to get them before they. Who is this? I think this is Mission. See, look at this. These are granulating. Look at these blues and greens. See, this is what I'm saying. See how you get to do this? Imagine this being landscape. Like, look at the trees. I wouldn't even have to do anything. It kind of dries and kind of makes it look like it, right? Sure, I have Winsor and Newton, Cotman as a beginner. Yeah, yeah. And that's a difference too. I learned Dawn was like, it has Cotman on it. And I was like, I don't like Winsor and Newton. And so then we went back and research was like, no wonder. I don't like beginner watercolors anymore. I don't think I ever liked them. Like, look at this. See, you get to see. These are, I want to say these are Mission. Looking at these vibrant colors. Look at that. So you don't have to put a lot of work in on the granulating because they kind of show up. Now, remember, guys, I told you, watercolor, you can't be a control freak and want to use watercolor. That is what I learned. Y'all know I'm over here trying, I had to loosen up. Like I was telling my granddaughter last night, Durwood was like, oh, you're so patient with it. It's just like, I know what it was in the beginning for me, right? And it's just one of those things. See, these are granulating watercolors that I did my flowers with. I slapped the paint down, let the layer dry, then went over it again, then let it dry, then did something else. And then I left it alone and walked away because when I first did this, I was like, oh, that's so ugly. I kept moving the paint, moving the paint, moving the paint. And then I left it alone. But when I woke up the next morning, I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Like I had to pat my own self on the back. But if you're trying to control watercolor, I've just learned, slap the paint down on the paper. Hence is how I got slapping paint on paper. Slap it down, don't move it around, just leave it alone, and then come back the next day. Or either come back a couple of hours. Just give it time to just show up. And that's what they did. So these are Holbein's. The Holbein's, the one I just finished, that's Holbein colors. Same thing. If you don't like, and again, guys, this is personal preference. This is just in the studio. This is in Create Your Joy Studio. This is my humble opinion for what I have experienced in my time of the last, 4 years of being a self-taught watercolorist. Here we go. These are, let me see. Look at them. These rose magenta. Yes, these are, let me see, guess, grass, azure, yeah. No, I think these are Holbein. These are Holbein. There we go. Holbein, azure, black, yep. So again, beautiful colors. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. So it's hard for me to tell you, Cheryl, which one to get because I would just be giving you my humble opinion and what I've used and what I like when I slap my flowers down. So it's just one of those things. But remember, here's the other thing. Y'all remember what I say? Watercolor is just like Jesus. It's very forgiving. So if I wanted to literally wake up, let's go back here. And y'all know this is my Fabriano paper. Where's the flower? So if I wanted to wake this up, remember, it's very forgiving. I can just go in there and wake it up. But I'm very pleased with this. I do not want to bother this. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So, yeah. So, I don't think you could go wrong with either one. You're welcome, Maddie. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I think outside on my desk, the only thing I would say people would maybe have an issue, not an issue, but would be like, well, I don't know, is all of the small businesses of watercolors that I've bought. Like these, I can't tell. I haven't even taken them out, so we don't know what they're going to perform like. And here's the thing. I don't give anybody a bad showcase or bad view or whatever. I quickly say it's in my humble opinion. I like these. Everybody don't like them. There are some things that some people like, I don't like. Some people don't like KMS watercolors because all her watercolors are pretty much, we need some digitals of your flower. Cheryl already got them. Go to slappingpaintonpaper.com. Tell me what you want. iPrep's Custom Creation was just on here. She put them on my cups. She put them on my journals. Like, I got it. Like, it took me a minute, but okay, I got it. But if it's anyone that you see on there, they are already loaded on my laptop, which is what I'm going to do with after World Watercolor Month, is everything that I paint, everything that we do, like we did these last night. I'm going to take it and put it in, I'm going to scan them in, and then I've learned how to make them black and white, so you can paint them your own. Yeah, watercolor is just like Jesus, very forgiving. But some people don't like these because they are, what do you call them? Shiny. What's the shiny watercolors called? All these are shiny. All of them. They're not a matte finish. They're very shiny. Have a lot of glitter in them. You can see that glitter, right? Um, all of them are very, very, very shiny. So, but I like them, and I use them not all the time. And then to open them up, they smell like licorice too. Remember, I told you I have my bean paints. I love supporting small businesses. And then when I get the product, if it just knocks my socks off, you got me. I'm hooked. That's why A Gallo, Della Magna, the A cars that I got from India, love them. I just hate that it takes almost too much for me to get them. I be done forgot I even bought them, because that's just how long it took it took to get them. And then I had to chase the mailman down to get them because he was just like, didn't put them in the mailbox that day, and because she sends them. So when Della Magnus come and our car ARKAAR come, they want you to sign for them because again, these came from India. These come from Italy. Like these watercolors, you don't want them to get lost or want somebody else, so you want to make sure that you get them. So all of these are yummy, 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 yummy. You've seen me swatch these. And I'll try to link the video below, but they are gorgeous. Like, here, let's see. All right, we got those. So do we have any questions about the granulating? Here they're still drying. And I will say, when you use the granulating, depending on what you're doing, if you got time to let them show out for you, let them audition for you. Let them really you put it on the paper and let them really okay, I want to make the cut. And in order to do that, you have to slap the paint on the paper, let it sit there, give it time to dry, and then come back and be like, okay, you made the cut. And I promise you, when you come back, all of them are going to make the cut. Some of them I love more than others. I love this one because it's a combination. It looks like it's yellowish or whatever. So those are great. All right, let's pull this block off. And let's slap a couple of these down. So was there any other ones that you guys saw out of the 30 that I said that I have that you maybe want to see? The only ones I have not opened are these. But that you wanted to see or you have any kind of questions about. Let me know. I didn't spray these. Okay, this is another thing that I love about these. I didn't spray them. I didn't tell them that you're on deck. You're next, right? So let's go into this. We got some water. Let's go into it. Watch this. Watch this. It's like I'm ready for the show whenever you put some water on me. You ain't got to wait. You ain't got to pre-spray me. I'm ready. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay. Look at, just have some water in that brush. Doesn't even have to be a lot. Look at that. Oh, isn't that vibrant? Oh, looky. These are Della Magna. They're Italian, handmade. I was interested in Holbein because some YouTubers say that they give more control. Is that true? I could say yes. I would say yes because they make, like, that's what I was saying. They make me feel like I can landscape. And Maddie, if you're not trying to be controlling with them, that was what I was saying. Let them show up and show out for you. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But I don't want to control them. After now I see how they perform, I don't try to control them. I'm not trying to control any of my watercolors. I just want them to just show up for me. I'm going to put you on, like I tell them, you're going to be on live today. Now I need you to show up if that's what you want to do. So if they want to show up and be part of it, we audition them. I've auditioned all of them. And the ones that didn't make the cut, guys, y'all know they're gone. But it was more of the student grade or more of like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, the inexpensive paints. So, Cheryl, I will tell you this. Watercolors you get what you pay for. I have learned that. You get what you pay for. And depending on, I've learned that what they're binded with, if I think I'm saying that right, that kind of makes a difference in handmade. Talking about handmade. So yeah, Holbein don't move much when you put them down on wet paper. Yeah, where you put them is where they stay. Yeah, yep. And so if that's what you want, it then Holbein's is it. And if you wanna like play around, mission kind of it doesn't, like you can see they're all there. And from the flowers, my flowers, they did good. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh, this blue is pretty. So that's Della Magna. And oh, Roman, this is a pretty. Oh, let me write this down because I'll forget who is who, and y'all be asking me with that one. Y'all know I'm life over 40, plus plus. Now I don't have that one. Now, Maddie, you have one that I haven't had. I think somebody had shown something and I didn't have it. They are super flowing, but want to find out what works best for me. Yeah, is the direct opposite motion wise. Okay, and I think Sketches, you had that one, and that was one of the ones I didn't have, and it didn't. Maybe that's why it didn't motivate me to want to get it. So it didn't kind of. I like for watercolors to show up and kind of be like, Karen, hey, don't you want to try me? Which was why I got the Sennelier. I wish I could put her on here so she can say it, but it's why I got that. But check this cerulean blue out. Is what it is. Okay, look at that. This is of Sennelier. I'm trying to look at it and say it. Sennelier. If I don't look at it, because it's like I'm trying to pronounce every N that's in it. And when she swatched those, when I saw her swatch these, I was like, I need to get some of those. I need to get me some of those. And I was like, and hey, it's World Watercolor Month. So I chose 5 brands, 5 new brands. I think it was 5 new brands. Where's my cheat sheet? To try, and that included handmade watercolors. So we added Sminka. Caran d'Ache is the gouache, so it's not watercolor. Sennelier, the handmade Renaissance, Addison and Sedgwick, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like there's another one. 4. That might be it. Because Caran d'Ache, I got it this month, so that might be it. But those are it. And I wanted, so why not, right? Holbein isn't the only one that will stay still, though. And it almost depends on colors themselves sometimes. Yes. So that's why I say, you guys, y'all need to play with them. Pull your watercolors out. Pull out the 5 to 10-year-old, right? And just get the slap and paint on paper. Now watch this burnt sienna. This is the burnt sienna I like to mix with. Lucas. There's some on Marketplace, and I love a bargain. I would say that I was surprised at how much I like Paul Rubens. Didn't think I would like them so much. Paul Rubens was a hit or miss for me. I gave him to my granddaughter. But Paul Rubens I did like, but my granddaughter, when she came last summer, she asked for them, and I gave them to her. So I did like them. I say that I was surprised how much. Yeah, Paul Rubens. So Paul Rubens was cool. I do like Paul Rubens paper. But that's good. So this one, look at this color. This is a color that I make my Payne's Gray, mix and get that Payne's Gray with that we used. And then, of course, we got to slap a green down. So I think World Watercolor Month is a time for everybody to, if you're thinking, if you're even on the fence about watercolors, I want you to get off the fence. Just grab 3 colors, load it up on a brush, slap it on some paper, and see how it talks to you. Make some leaves, right? Let it show out, right? And don't expect to have a perfect whatever, especially if you're just starting out, right? Give yourself grace, right? Look at that. This is Hooker's Green. Y'all know I love Hooker's Green. I haven't tried Lucas myself, but they have mixed reviews. I haven't tried Lucas either. But I don't know. I think I've heard about it one time maybe, but yeah, I haven't tried them. So there we go. We got a did I put this down? I did. This is no, that's phthalo green. Phthalo green, which I love. And it's oh hold on, I don't have to do it out the tube. I got it dry. Don't everybody get in a tizzy fit because I told you not to do it. Do as I say, not as I do. I think this is it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, no, maybe. I don't know. But it's a pretty color. Slap it down. So, and another thing, if you are like Cheryl was saying, she like Marketplace, there is a trading thing in on Facebook. Like if you don't want to, spend a whole lot. For me, I want my own. I want to open up the tube. I want it to show out for me. So I tend to, and then there's the other website that sometimes you can get stuff off of is Macari. And sometimes you can get brand new because the person maybe, unfortunately, somebody died or somebody tried it. They don't want it no more and they're selling it. So these are, what did I do? Oh, these were Della. No, those were Della. Who was these? See what I'm saying? Oh, these are, what is it? Sennelier. Sennelier. Some of these I've linked in the description box below with my affiliate link. Y'all know anything that can help me buy more watercolors, I greatly appreciate it and do. And remember the other one that I want that's next to Koi that I wasn't really a fan was Archer and Olive. I don't even know if they still sell paints. But these were, I sprayed this one to see if it was going to wake up. They were more oily. And so somebody said something earlier about the binder or whatever they mixed them with, but they were so sticky. And that's what I didn't like. They were too sticky and I didn't like it. So I've now since could be what they mixed them with. That is, a matter of fact, that's what Koi feels like. Got to be more careful. That's exactly what it is. See, it just feels like it's not binding together. Like they're kind of want to show out differently. And I don't want it like that. I want them to, when I put it down, I want it to put it down. So, but they're still in the number. I didn't throw them away or I didn't give them away. See? So, it's okay. I'm just not a fan. See, we got dig, deep. There we go. So it's just, so, honey, I think so. I think, there you go. I need to go back and see. Well, actually, I don't need to go back and see. Unless y'all want to know what these Archer and Olive, maybe you can go on Archer and Olive, but they were some beautiful colors. And when I do mixed media, this is my, these are the watercolors that I use. To dig in and slap some paint on the base or whatever is these, because so they still get used. They're still in the studio, but as you can see, they just don't show up. Are you leaving? Huh? You leaving? No. Okay. Bring me. So Azalea wants to show you guys because I just realized that I'm still on here and it's been a minute. So, not that long, but we have the guest in our studio that popped in. Let's slap these in. Come on, get your stuff. Okay. Over there and bring it over here. That one's all right. No, bring your other stuff. Oh, I thought you meant the chair. No, we're gonna fast forward, not fast forward, but kind of highlight your stuff real quick and let you talk about what you've done. So, was there any other watercolors that I did show out of all the 30 that I had that you wanted to see or you had questions about? We did Dots and Dust. We did Archer and Olive, Sennelier, Sminka. We did Della Magda. We did Koi. We did a Roman one. I feel like I didn't do Rosa Gallery, no. So, oh, and we did the Holbeins. We did the granulating. So, I tried Arch and Olive too. Thought they were okay. Yeah, they're just okay. They're not anything that I want to write home about and be like, oh my God, I got these great watercolors, guys. No, and no. Okay, so what's your name?
Isaiah.
How old are you?
8.
And who are you?
Your granddaughter.
Okay, she has to get her prompts and stuff ready. So, okay, where's your stuff?
I'm grabbing it.
Okay, so show them what you did. Oh, put there. You want to still continue?
No, I'm just putting. You told me to bring my stuff.
Oh, okay. I want to. Yeah, okay. But maybe a lot of binder. So, and that's what the thing. So sketches. That was a couple of years ago when I got these, and so I don't know for one if they still sell them, and I don't know for two if they have changed. I just, I've fallen in love with so much other stuff. Watercolor is not like my husband. I've fallen in love and kept him. So watercolor is like I can fall in love, fall out of love, and I can replace it, But Mr. McCoy is a one and done. But these watercolors, if another granulating come along and I decide I'm gonna knock Holbein and Mission to the side, hey, I'll just be knocking them and they'll just get knocked down a little bit. Okay, where's the one you did yesterday? I want to show you the one you did yesterday.
Okay.
So Isaiah loves to draw. Y'all know me. I'm telling you, that's one of the things that I came into this year doing is doing something different. Using more than a number 12 round brush, which I have my whole head full of different colors and sizes of brushes. So I have stuck to doing that. And I have done drawing, but she's a little master. Do y'all see that? She drew this all by hand. There's no tracing, no nothing. She did this last night, as a matter of fact.
No, I do that with pencil.
Oh, well.
Then I just traced it with the marker.
Right, but you drew it with the marker. You didn't, put it over something and trace it.
Yeah,
No.
I just traced it.
You drew
I
it?
drew it.
You drew it, right. We sat here. It was so kiddos just got home from grandma's house. Better go feed them. Okay, Cheryl, thank you for joining me. I'm going to be popping off in a minute. We just wanted to highlight because she did come in the studio. And she's been my guest since Saturday. She's going to be at grandma's for a couple weeks. So we're gonna see. And she's allowed in the studio because she knows how to keep her hands to herself. And she knows how to ask before she go touching stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she likes making books, so we'll probably make a book. But watercolor, she knows that it's what is it? What month is it?
Watercolor month.
What is it?
Watercolor.
World.
Watercolor.
World.
Watercolor war.
No, World
World.
Watercolor Month.
World Watercolor.
Yeah,
Month.
it's a tongue. Yeah. So this is what she did last night while we was on here, and I was trying to get her to slap some paint on some paper, and we kind of did a little bit. We started out with this. Y'all know I have my book, the flower guide, I think it is. And so she turned to the page, and the lily was on there. So this one is hers, but she did the base. I told her we had to do about 4 layers, and she's like, oh my God. So while it was waiting, she left me with these, and she went and did this. So I did these, and then she had everybody last night to vote. Yeah, go ahead and flip. So she's going to show you guys what she's drawn. But she did good. So this is the one she did today.
Just now.
Just yeah, like literally while I was right before I got on live with you guys, she did this one. So what else? You had another one?
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, well, was it? Yeah, yesterday. So we went to World Watercolor Month. So yesterday we went to church, and after we got out of church, when you have kiddos sitting in church, they already are like, oh my God, and then y'all want me to go sit through something else. So I pulled out this I have in my purse that in my bag, and then I had the book. So I was like, do you want to draw? And she's like, yeah. She kind of woke up, and so she got these, and she just started doing all the things.
Oh yeah, did you show them the last one I did at the church, or we been showing them that?
No, this is a different crowd today, so we got different one.
Okay, let me show.
That one. Yeah, she did this one. This is the one she started with when I gave her the book. So she does really good. And how old are you?
8.
Yes. So these are the other ones she gets.
Stop.
We're trying to get her not to worry about being a perfectionist, to keep moving through, because she'll be quick to say I messed up, and I'll be like, keep moving. And so I showed her how she did on this one, and I messed up on this, and I took my whatever kind of brush that was, this brush, and I just, swiggled it around, and then we made this perfect flower, and then I put a pin on it, and it turned out beautiful.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so these are going in our stash because Dawn told us to we'll put a hole in these after we scan them, so I'm trying to keep them scanned. But then there is, so all those.
Hold on, let me show you. I drew something else.
Okay, she drew something else. And then y'all know we don't waste paint, so
we keep the paint.
We slapped some paint on some paper and made these. These will kind of turn into some cards and put a sentiment.
So these are new people?
Yes, so let's see. Was anybody here? Oh, Miss Cheryl was on here last night, so she saw, yes, but she's gone now. She has to go feed the kiddos. The kiddos came home. But yeah, so she did the kitty. That's a cat, and then this is a path, and she was painting it red. So that's how that was. And again, we just slapped some paint on some paper. Yep. There we go. Oh, and another thing I was saying about about sketching. This is the book that I put in my purse, and the reason being because I was working on drawing myself.
Yeah, I like those poppies.
So,
I like that.
Yeah, I like this one. It turned out pretty doggone good, I might say.
I like that one, but I like this one the most. I like that one the most.
Yeah, I didn't sketch that one. That's just regular watercolor.
Yeah, I need to
create joy even on hard days. That's what that was. Because I didn't have time to sketch. I needed to change my whole. I needed to rest, heal, and play. And so this one I did. I slapped some paint across it, but I did sketch it.
You sketched it and then you slapped some paint on it.
Yep.
Slap some paint on the paper.
Yep. So we're doing poppies. We're learning with poppies. I thought poppies were kind of hard. I did my roses.
I like those roses.
So the roses, they turned out fine. So we did some good. But I'm always gonna go back to slapping some paint on some paper because I like it. It brings me joy. But we are doing. So I'll probably give her this book and she can finish, and I'll start another one. Not that I don't need a reason to start a new sketchbook. But how many of you guys have sketchbooks that y'all haven't even finished? Like you start them and then don't finish. Oh, she's cute. There's another one she did. Yeah. And this one is who is it?
I didn't give her name yet.
No, but what's the kind of the character? Where you get the character from?
I just watched it from the video.
Right. Well, they didn't say what the character was?
They just draw people and then they didn't say no name. So, because we going to have to make up a name.
Oh, okay. And then her kitty, she drew me a kitty.
And we went up there too.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to take her down. Oh, well, yeah. Let me take her down so they can really see because this one's very detailed.
Yeah, that was hard.
So she made two kitties.
One in the book and one for you.
Yeah. So this one it was on my thing. So there we go. So here's the thing. If you happen to be scrolling through YouTube, pop you on, over here, and you have a little one and maybe you think it's not something that's constructive to do. It is. I let go of drawing, sketching, painting because, I was told go find something constructive to do because this wasn't constructive to do. And so now I encourage my granddaughters. I have two other granddaughters who love to paint and draw and sketch. So therefore, I encourage all of them to do what they do so that who knows, they can go up and be artists and, I consider them artists now. But it could be something that they can do. They don't have to go and get a job that they're going to just hate. They might, want to go and be an artist and, work, maybe teach art in school. I don't know. But I encourage them in their craft because, and she's only been drawing for like maybe a year. She started last year. Mm-hmm. And I gave her we made a little book with art paper in it and made the book. And that's where it started. She picked up a pencil and started drawing, picked up her iPad and would go on YouTube and see and just sit there and draw what they were doing. And I thought that was amazing. So If you haven't already, start encouraging your little ones or anyone that you do know, hey, grown ones, just do something different. I want to give you permission to rest. I want to give you permission to heal. But the ultimate is I want to give you permission to play. And most of all, I want to give you permission to show up just who you are. Don't worry about what it looks like. Don't worry about if it's not perfect. You took the time to take some time to show up for yourself. And that's what it's all about. Taking time to show up for yourself, right? And I think World Watercolor Month is a great time to show up for yourself, right? So don't worry. Remember, slap. I've taken slap out of slap and paint on paper. Slap. Set up some space. Load up your brush full of color, whatever. Slap it on some paper. Activate your joy. And then sit there, take a deep breath. Pause for the self-care. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. That's what I want you to do. I'm going to get off of here because my stomach is doing a little number. And that means I'm hungry. And I just looked up at the time because y'all were so engaging that I just forgot. I didn't even pay attention. But as always, y'all just make me feel so like I can go another further. All right, I'm going to back up. Koi, it dried. It did good. But again, it's cool. I would probably have to put a whole lot of pigment on my brush, so I didn't want that. And what was the other one we did? Where is it? I did another one. I don't know where I did with it. Is this it? Yeah, dots and dust. You can see the difference. There we go. Yeah, we're going to probably go and have Mr. McCoy should be coming through the gate or on his way home because he hasn't said anything in the chat lately. But you see the difference? Like, look at this green and look at this green. You literally can see the difference in the paints. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just use these for mixing. I don't know. But again, they're still in the palette. Still in the studio. We have not kicked them out. They are still here. So if you if you're on Team Replay or if you're watching and you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would like to invite you to hang out with us over here on Slap and Paint on Paper. That's what it is. Over here is where I really, really, really hone in on your mental, your soulful, giving you the power to rest, heal, and play with a brush and some paint. And if that's not your thing, pick up you a pen and some paper. The whole point of me doing all of what I do over here on my YouTube channel is so you can build a habit to take care of you. Whether you've lost a child, whether you've lost a mother, father, whether you are grieving from death, or whether you've lost a job, whatever has made your heart hurt, I want to, here on my channel, help you heal one brush stroke at a time, right? Take 10 minutes a day, and I promise you it can change your whole energy, your whole mood, and you will walk away feeling joyful. Just like Maddie said, I use my watercolors, I find joy in it because it gives me so much joy to really, really, really hone in on who I am. So during World Watercolor Month, I want to invite you to do something radical. Because remember, this world is already doing its own thing, right? So we don't have to worry about it. All right, I think I'm done with desk time, so I'm going to say goodbye. That little one, she left. So I don't know if she's coming back. She'll probably be a little upset if I end this live without the new people. Because yesterday I was like, it's new people here. And she's like, it is? And I was like, yeah. So she's just like, okay. So that's what she's like, is this the same people? And I was like, no, it's new people. But I think she had to go to the restroom. So hopefully she'll make it back before I hit that I'm done button because I'm hungry. Okay. But here on the channel, if you have, like I say, if you have not. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a wand. We're over here. And unfortunately, we can't just move this wand and you be healed. You can't do it. I wish I could. Look, I would have did it to my own heart. I would have painted my heart to heal. But after the death of my son, I just needed a way to find my joy. I needed a way to show up in the world again without being angry and wanting to slap the crap out of somebody because it wasn't everybody's fault, right? So if you find yourself feeling something and something I've said resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. You see it, the one down there that's not lit up, like hit it. Then hit that bell notification all so that when I do show up, sometimes I might go outside, I might be walking on the ranch and with the righties. You'll get a bell notification that be like, hey, Karen is live. And you get to join us. As they say, it's Team Karen over here. And if you're on Team Replay, as always, I definitely thank you. I appreciate you because watch time not only comes from who's live, you are helping watch time on Team Replay. Because we're building our community so generic. It's not that I want to hit 1,000 and I want to hit 4,000 watch hours and all of that with just anybody. I could have already done that. But I want it to be a community where, for one, it's a safe space and you feel safe with maybe being in the chat, and commenting and saying whatever you want to say, But just like I told you, watercolor is just like Jesus. It's very forgiving. Me, I don't know. It depends on what you say in the chat. But I really don't care. It's YouTube. Like, I'm over here to help people heal. And I would like to think that everybody else is here to gain some joy. So during World Watercolor Month, I'm giving you permission to slap some paint on some paper. I'm giving you permission to find that palette that caters to you so that you can heal one brushstroke at a time. Okay, she ain't came back, so I'm definitely done. And what is that? Oh, it must be water in the pool that's shining through the window. Okay. She ain't came back, y'all. So if you go back on my live or on the yesterday, you'll see the little one. She gets introduced Saturday and Sunday. And again, it's fun to have her. So I want you guys to hang out. I'll see you tomorrow. We are here all the way to the end. I'm here every day. And now that everything is done, I will be here at 3 o'clock every day unless I change it. Check out the times under each one of my thumbnails so that way you can notify me so you can get an email so that way, you'll be here. Be like it was today. Everybody was waiting on me. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm late. People waiting on me. Okay? So, y'all have a great day. I thought I heard feet, but I didn't. Wait. The time I say bye and push that button, I promise y'all, she gonna walk through that door and she gonna be like, Granny, are you done? And be like, yeah, I am. But I am not. She won't be able to hear me if I yell because she's in the other part of the house. So maybe we might, because we're going to go outside. So if you see me go live again, then it's probably I'll go live, go outside with the dogs, let the dogs out because she wants to play with the dogs anyway. All right, guys. So again, and thank you so much for showing up. But first of all, I thank you for showing up for you first and me second. Y'all have a great day. Bye.